First, and important on this vlog, I need a disclaimer. The opinions expressed in this vlog are strictly mine. I'm hoping some people will agree with me, but what I want to refer to is greedy local TV stations and their parent companies. Most of the time it's the parent companies. And what I'm talking about, in the Louisville market where I get my TV out of, and I have cable, but this has also affected satellite viewers, the local TV stations and their parent companies will be unhappy with the money they're getting from cable or satellite systems and pull their programs off that particular system till a settlement is reached. Now, this happened in the Louisville market right at the end. You knew I'd have to work NASCAR in somewhere. Right at the end of the NASCAR coverage with the Fox station. It happened after that with the CBS station. In fact, the local cable brought in a station out of New York, a CBS station, which also in this market, the CBS stations there is Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy at 7 and 7:30. And the New York station had the same schedule for Wheel and Jeopardy, so we didn't miss a thing. The cable company was extremely upset over it. But here's my beef. Why, when you have, and if you're under 30 years old and have had cable all your life, you may not even know what this is. I borrowed this when the Fox station and later the CBS station, and in fact the NBC station has just got back on one of the satellite, I think Dish, but I don't have Dish, so I don't keep up with that as much as I do Insight / Time Warner cable. Why should the TV station pay to go on a cable system when it's free over the air? It requires either a digital ready TV and an antenna like or similar to this, or an outside antenna, or a older TV with one of them converter boxes they come out when they had to do the bandwidth thing, because frankly they were running out of bandwidth, so they had to go all digital. But if anything, the local TV stations and their parent companies ought to be paying to be put on cable, or satellite. Maybe they could reduce our cable and satellite risk. I just think I know people will call their local TV stations when this happens, but 90% of the time it's probably not the TV station's fault. Most of the TV stations now, unfortunately, and radio for that matter, are owned by media conglomerates that own several stations throughout the country. For instance, in this market, the CBS station is owned by Hearst Broadcasting. Don't know anything about it, but again, and I want to emphasize, disclaimer, this has just been my opinion. It's not the local TV station's fault. Most of the time it's the parent company, but frankly, I think the local TV stations and their parent company ought to be paying to be broadcast on cable systems, not the other way around, since it's something that's free over the air. Totally ridiculous that cable and satellite pays them.